Alright, so I can tell you this isn't the sexiest thing I've done in this tiny house build, in this adventure, right? In this exploration of the Ocala National Forest and Silver Springs and Ocala area and the surrounding areas. This isn't the sexiest thing I've done, I promise you. But it's worthwhile. You know, Chelsea and I found these doors from a dude that I met on the Facebook, on the marketplace. Solid character, you know, got great stuff. He bought these doors on clearance, like on the yellow tag over there at the Lowe's. And, which by the way, gotta tell you, that entire store, so far, every single associate that I've had the opportunity to engage, from, you know, buying doors to, you know, helping me pick out a mailbox or find the mailbox pieces, has been an example of what I believe to be the best version of customer service. This Lowe's in Silver Springs. I mean, I'm not plugging them because, you know, like, listen, I love a good Home Depot too, and the one in Ocala is really, really nice. But shit, man, I appreciate the people that make that Lowe's possible. So anyway, so this dude picked up 3 sets of sliders, and I bought a steel exterior door from him, like $75. And I didn't have any money on me. I was gonna Zelle when I got there. He just let me take the door, and he tells me about these 3 sets of sliders. Now I'm like, I don't even want any sliders, you know, but he said they had the blinds inside of them, and, you know, I figured out how to use a set. You know, Patty wanted sliders, and I was like, I don't want some shitty sliders next to my front door. Then I moved the door to the other end of the building, and then the sliders made so much sense. So anyway, so I go to get this set of sliders from this fella. Dude's name is Mark. And he's moving out of his house, and these doors are just taking up space in a shed out back that he's gonna have to empty. And so as we're going to pull one out, the critters had moved in this stack of, you know, like 6 panels, you know, 6 panels with the trim boxes on top of them, termites and palmetto bugs, or whatever you want to call them, beetles of some sort. They all look like palmetto bugs, I think. Oh, and carpenter ants. Frickin' galore. Like, come pouring out of the cardboard. And they had moved in, and there's like such a layer of bug... It's bug shit. It's a layer of bug shit all over them. And these doors are all full of nooks and crannies and crevices, and like they're really in a weird way, except for the fact that they aren't made of wood. They're the perfect environment for a bunch of wood-eating bugs that live in a shed. So he basically gave them to me. Like, he bought them real cheap, and I bought them from him real cheap. And so now I'm washing them. Like, that's where I was going. That's where I was going with this. The least sexy thing I've done in days. I am washing sliding glass doors. I've already been at it for probably about 3.5 hours. I've washed 4 panels now, 1 set of trim, sprayed some insecticide all over Helen Creation, because these things are chock full. But they're amazing. They're pristine. They're in perfect condition. I cut the packaging, the termite-eaten cardboard. I took it off of them, and a little bit of that LA's finest, you know, like the best cleaner that's ever been in the history of all cleaners. It's like Grease Lightning, but a quarter the price, and it works every bit as good, if not better. And so it just eats up all of that bug poop. And these doors are perfect. Oh my God, they're so good. Like, they're engineered so well. They've got blinds built into them. So it's double pane glass. It's like an inch thick, you know, and then the interstitial space carries the blinds. And they've got this little bit of a green hue to them, just a really soft green. So I don't know if I'm gonna use them, or they don't go with my little house over here. They don't go with this. They don't go with this. Come here. Oh, I didn't set you up. Well, there's a little house over there. They don't go. We got French doors going in here. Everything's got to have mullions, but the apartment behind you, that's a whole different creature. And these are perfect. So I may sell a couple. I may, you know, I bought a window, a fixed pane window, piece of impact glass to act as a, I'm gonna put in the back wall of the shower. It's a tiny house, so like if the shower is visible from the living room, it's no big deal. Or at least the lighting, right? So you can click on a light in the bathroom and it'll have just a soft glow into the living room. And then, but the advent of having blinds, I was gonna frost that picture window, and it's about yay big by about yay big. It's a nice size framed window. But the advent of having blinds, I may scrap that idea and put one of these panels in for the shower wall. The fella Mark even mentioned that. I was like, oh, that's funny, because I already bought the window for that, but this might be even better. I don't know. Anyways, too much talking. And they're vinyl. They're just solid plastic. They're just basically like PVC. Like, they're so durable and they feel indestructible. And everything just cleans right off of them. And they never have to be painted or repainted or scraped. I see, growing up in construction in South Florida, we didn't have vinyl anything. You know, everything had to be aluminum, you know, big solid aluminum, impact rated, you know, 2 pieces of thick glass with a layer of transparent glue in between them. You know, like, these are heavy, they're super durable. They have different features, different characteristics. They were engineered different for a place that doesn't need wind rating but needs temperature, temperature rating, you know, that needs to take into consideration the heat and the cool to try and maintain interior temperature. And super durable. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I don't even want to tell you what I paid. It'll make you cry. Well, no, it wouldn't make you cry. That'd be silly. So I'm probably going to put two of these sets up for sale. I'm going to go back to the marketplace. If I can make my money back, plus a little extra, I think I'm going to share it with this guy. Because he stored them for so long. I mean, I had to put some effort into it to get them, you know, in a market where they could be sold, you know, for more than 300 bucks, because it's like a $1,400 or $1,500 glass slider. I think new. I think the price, 2 doors, is $1,000 bucks. And I don't know if that's the real price or if that was already a markdown price, but that's what the yellow tag said. They're marked down to 99. No, 99's the track. The track was 400, marked down to 99. I feel like these doors were marked down to like 250 maybe. So like that puts the overall cost to the consumer on these amazing doors at like 400 bucks. Do I need to make more than 400? Because I bought 3, so do I need to sell them for 600? I need to sell 2 for 600 to pay for my the doors I bought and cleaned. That sounds fair. That sounds reasonable. That doesn't sound crazy. That sounds like something you could easily negotiate yourself into. Do I list them for like 600? Or do I list them for 700, knowing I'm gonna satisfy somebody by playing the game, by giving them a deal, even though I was willing to give them the deal even without any negotiation? Right, because otherwise they would just pay me 700, which they're worth, by the way, because, like we said, they're like $1,300 or $1,400 doors. Well, I think you start at 700 regardless. Whether you have room to play the game or the person who's buying them says, "Holy shit balls, Batman! 700 bucks, that sounds like free." I'm gonna put 2 sets up for 700 bucks. I'm not gonna put it in the shower. They're more useful as a set of sliders. I'm not gonna break them up. I do like it as a shower wall though. Be super cool. All right, well, the jury's still out on that one. I don't know if that's how it's gonna go or not. I gotta. They're heavy. I'm gonna stand this one up on that board. The frame seems to fill with water. Oh, you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna clear out that bottom channel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, holy cow. Did you see that? Did I catch that on camera? Oh my God. I gotta tell you, the action on this nozzle, it's like, ooh, there's nothing to it. Like, this is a fantastic, I don't know where I got this, Lowe's maybe? It is so smooth and so easy. You're like, that's what just happened. I just barely touched it. I shot myself earlier, as a matter of fact. I was like, just moving the door, and I hosed myself, kind of like I did here. You see it? You see? Not so much here or here, more, you know, across there. I think you see it. So I was just saying. But I need to flip it over. Maybe when I stand it up, I can do it. That bottom edge needs to be cleaned out right here. All right, I stand it up and then I re-dry it. Yeah. I think shower and stream. See this back here? mist stream is almost, well, I guess it's only 3 steps away. They should be right next to each other. Because after you want stream, you want shower. I don't want cone. I want shower. I want to be, oh, watch it, watch it. Nailed it. Oh. Oh man, you see that? You see I'm in the shade right now? Watch this. See I'm in the shade? That's neat. That's friggin' neat. Okay, alright. Enough fun and games. I gotta carry this big son of a bitch into the patio so I can take some pictures and sell it. Y'all hang tight. Make sure you tune in next time where I'm gonna try and do something sexier. I don't know what it's gonna be, but if it means I get to stand behind a door with, oh yeah, no, with sunlight shining through that I get to control. Oh, wait, there it is. Wait a second. This gets better. I'm gonna swing for the fences just for you. I love you. Mwah! Yeah!